Welcome to the basement. So today I have these chicken skins that I want to use for the next part of my fantasy elf costume. These guys are going to be for my shoulder piece that I wanted to make out of real wings. So I was hoping to be able to repose these chicken wings, but I'm not entirely sure if the process is going to work or not. So I got two, so I had one to experiment with, and if that doesn't go well, I'll just be plucking a bunch of feathers. But hopefully we can get the wings posed in a way that I want to. So the first thing we gotta do is give them a bath, and then we'll go from there and see if the experimental thing that I want to do with it ends up working. But we'll get to that. Gotta get them wet first. Okay, let's get started. Now let's go clean these. Now that the wings are soaking, I can make my airtight container that I need to be able to dry them in. So let's get to making that. So I went to check on these guys, my little wings, and they are just not ready yet. So I think I just need to leave them in for longer. So I took them out of the sink and put them into my little container, and we'll check back in again on them soon. See you again later. Okay, so I like how the basic pattern of this is looking. I think I realized some things, like my little paper pattern here. Even though it looks fancy and nice, I realized that that would block movement of lifting my arm up. So I think I'm gonna change that. I think I'm just gonna make it go straight across here. And then I think the straps will be good. I need to decide where the buckle is going to go. I think I want it in the front because it's nice to be able to put on a costume yourself rather than in the back. I can't really get to that. Yeah, so I'm gonna fix those things, and then I'm gonna translate this onto paper and test to see if it actually fits on me. It feels a little bit like a Super Saiyan shoulder currently, but I know it's going to be covered in feathers. But this isn't angled up as much as I would hope, so I think I'll have to change the angle of the bottom. And then these definitely need to be a lot tighter. I think it's a good start. Okay, let's fix this Super Saiyan shoulder angle. Maybe make it a little less say-any, a little more elf wing thing. Definitely liking this one a lot better. I'm liking the shape that it's creating here and this nice arc. I feel like it really just flows a lot better. Looks a lot less say-any, which I'm really happy about. Let's put rivets into this and get it all marked out. This is definitely how I wanted it to look. I think the additional rivets helped to make it keep its shape. So I think we're gonna go with those. We'll put little red X's over the holes that don't need to be used anymore. And yeah, I think that's this pattern done. I'm gonna start plucking feathers, depending on if the wings work or not. Well, probably even if the wings work, because I'll need a lot of floof to fill this guy, so yeah. After 4 days of soaking, I think these little wings are finally posable. The skin is at least soft enough, so I think I'm gonna try to get them dried off and set up and then see how drying goes. Yeah, let's get started on that. These guys have been sitting for, I don't know, about a week now, and I haven't checked them yet, so let's see if this worked. Well, they feel fairly dry. That seemed to work. Definitely needs to be refluffed, but dried in the position that I wanted. I'm impressed. I'm happy. Feathers definitely look a little bit more roughed up than they did initially. I don't know, is it worth it? Let's look at them on the mannequin first. So I think these work pretty well. If I could get, when I pose them, get the shape to be kind of like exactly how I want it to sit on the shoulder piece, I think that would be even better. So I think I'm gonna make a pattern to use to pose them on so that they're in the exact shape that I want them to be on this, but I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think that shape is starting to work. I mean, it's just a rough shape for the feathers, it kind of like outline, but it feels very wing-like to me, and I think that's gonna be good. Now I think it's time to soak these guys. See you in like 4 days. So, more than 4 days may have passed, but the wings are done, and I think they turned out super cool. They're like exactly what I wanted them to be, so I'm super happy about that. I did some fluffing of them after they came out of the desiccant and everything too, and that got them looking nice and crisp and beautiful. And yeah, so now I have my wings and all the feathers that I plucked and my pattern. So I just need Brian to make me that leather thing. Brian!
What's up?
Can you make me the pattern out of leather?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, thank you. What about the strap?
Oh, that takes longer. Can I have like 30 seconds? Real quick.
Yeah, I suppose.
Done.
Nice. That turned out awesome. Cool. Let's get this assembled and put feathers on it. My pauldron is done. I'm really excited with how it turned out. I'm just super stoked that I was able to get an actual wing to work for a pauldron. Like, that's really cool. So before I show you guys some B-roll, some awesome B-roll of it, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, and if you do, maybe consider liking and subscribing. Also, if you have any questions about my process or want to know anything more in depth about the way I made this work, please just feel free to leave your question in the comments. Yeah, so until next time, have a good one.